In this video, I'm be showing you guys how to make tons of MT right now in season 4 of NBA 2K23 Myteam. Show you guys all of the best MT making methods and how you guys can make upwards of 1,000,000 MT in season 4. So the first thing I want to talk about, guys, is going to be through playing limited. Limited is actually one of the best game modes in Myteam right now for making MT. Now that they've changed it that you can play limited throughout the entire week, they've also added some a lot better prizes after every single win you get. So after every single win, a lot of the times you'll get badge packs, you'll get, shoe boost, diamond shoe boost, you'll get diamond shoes. So for example, not this pack right here, but you guys can see this badge award pack. You'll get this a lot of times for playing limited. And if you open it up and if you get a gold badge that actually sells for a lot, you can be making a lot of MT. We are going to get a bronze badge, so that's most likely not going to go for a lot, but make sure you guys are playing limited. It is right now one of the best ways to make MT in season 4 because of the fact that it's throughout the entire week, and they're giving you a lot of shoe boosts. Like for example, this diamond shoe boost right here, if this is like a 3-point, a speed, acceleration, a speed with ball, that can go for a lot of MT. It's unfortunately going to be post hook, but if I just quickly show you guys, I can show you that there's these shoe boosts actually go for a decent amount. So for example, let's say that was, I'm not exactly sure, let's just say that was, I don't think I have any great shoe boosts anymore. I'm pretty sure I sold all of mine, but let's just say it was, I don't think I really have any ones that are good, but let's say it was, I don't know, driving dunk, right? That's not really a great one, but let's just say you get driving dunk out of the shoe boost and you can get yourself like what, 4,000 MT, which is not that bad just from one single pack for playing limited. And limited is actually really fast and really easy to do because number one, it's going to be on 4-minute quarters, and a lot of people rage quit in unlimited. Like if you're decent at the game and you have some good cards to go into a limited, so for example for this week 2, you have a lot of those lock-in cards, the season base sets. If you have a lot of those good cards like Joe Smith, Harrison Barnes, Clint Capella, all these really good cards like David Thompson, those type of cards, you can hop into unlimited and you'll be getting a lot of rage quits because usually like it's probably the most casual game mode in the game. So if you're not that good, it's also going to be helpful as well just to get these badge packs, to get these shoe boosts, these diamond shoes that do have a decent amount of value. I'll open up a couple more of these badge packs, but like I was saying, if you get a really good gold one, that's what's going to go for a lot of MT. So hopefully we can get a gold one, and we keep getting bronze badges, but we do get limitless range. So now that might actually be a pretty good hit. I'll go quickly check that out and see what it goes for. That might actually be a decent amount of MT because limitless range is always one of the best badges in the game. So bronze limitless gonna go for what, about 4,000 MT, even for the bronze version. Sometimes you could probably actually get 4,000 MT, so you can send that to your auction house, and that's from one single limited game, right? So let's say you play a limited game and you get yourself a badge pack and you get limitless range. If you get that on gold, it's probably going to go for like 10, 15,000 or maybe like 10,000 MT, but the bronze version goes for about 3.7, which is going to be really nice for just one game of limited, and that could literally be 20-30 seconds if somebody rage quits in the first quarter, maybe like a couple minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes if somebody quits in the first quarter. And after every single game in limited, I've seen a bunch of times, I've heard from a lot of people in some limited games that I've played, once you get a win, sometimes they'll give you like 1,500, 2,000, sometimes I've seen 5,000 MT from like there's 3 spots you can pick from. Sometimes there's been 5,000, 2,000, and even like 1,500 in those spots. So limited, guys, I would say is honestly one of the best ways to make limited. And if you guys are trying to play a game mode and maybe you're not the greatest at the game, I think that's going to be the best way to start off. Another quick way to make MT, just very, very simple, is go to your season 2 collection. If you guys do have De'Aaron Fox or DeJounte Murray, they just recently got an Evo card and they're going for a crazy amount of MT, even though they're not that great of a card. So if you have Diamond De'Aaron Fox, I think right now he goes for about 45,000, maybe 40,000 MT, which is a lot of MT for a diamond card. And then if you have DeJounte Murray, or I think it's Amari Stoudemire, right? So if you guys haven't locked in this Tim Thomas set, okay, so Amari Stoudemire is not going for that much, but I think it's DeJounte Murray. He was going for like 200,000 MT yesterday. Is he still going for that much? Because if you guys haven't locked in Tim Thomas and you guys have this card, okay, so right now he's about 90,000 MT, maybe a little bit lower, like 85, but yesterday he was going for like 150, 200,000 MT because of the Evo, and now he's like kind of the gatekeeper because DeMar DeRozan has gone down a lot in price. But if you guys have DeJounte Murray, you have De'Aaron Fox, just make sure you're keeping an eye on these new cards that are getting Evos and then selling them once they do get an Evo. If you have them, or if you don't want to use them, you can maybe Evo them, make a little bit more MT as well, but make sure you guys are selling De'Aaron Fox right now. And if you guys have DeJounte Murray as well and you have it locked in for Tim Thomas, I'd make sure to sell those cards. That's just going to be a really fast way to make MT. Now, talking about DeMar DeRozan, I think the next best way to make unlimited, after limited, I think the other really good game mode is going to be unlimited. Those are definitely the two best game modes for making MT. I think limited might actually be a little bit better than unlimited in the long run, and just, you know, by playing more games. But unlimited is still going to be probably more fun in my opinion, because you get to use your actual team, and it's probably going to be a little bit more rewarding for, like, you know, tokens, for, you know, shoe packs, you know, Hall of Fame badges. But the main thing about limited is going to be getting this pink diamond DeMar DeRozan. So if you guys are trying to make MT, I would say try to get to that pink diamond DeMar, because if we go to the auction house, I know he's gone down a lot in price recently, but he's still what, like 80,000 MT, 70,000. I think he's still around like 80 to 90. Yeah, so he's about 85,000 MT right now. So if you can get yourself to that 6,000 unlimited points, that's going to be really, really good for making MT. And then obviously you get some other prizes along the way, and then once you get up in the points total, you'll start getting like 20,000 MT, you know, a flight school 10 pack box. You'll get a diamond Monty Williams that you can actually sell, and I'm pretty sure he goes for like 80,000-90,000 MT, because I got one and actually sold, like, I got him from a pack and I sold him for about 80,000 MT when the season first came out. But right now he's about like 60, maybe 55,000 MT, so around 50k for diamond Monty Williams. And you can actually use him if you want to use him as a coach, because he's probably still one of the best coaches in the game. Or you could sell him, make yourself 50,000 MT. Like I said, flight school 10 pack boxes there. If you get something good, you can maybe make a lot of MT, 20,000, 25k. So from unlimited, you are going to be making a lot of MT. But make sure you guys get to that 6,000 point total. Either lock in for Tim Thomas, because he's still probably the second best card in the game and still one of the best cards in my team. You can either lock in for Tim Thomas, or you can sell DeMar DeRozan and get yourself about 85 to 90,000 MT. So I would say the first two game modes I would grind for MT specifically, I would say is going to be limited, number one, and then number two going to be unlimited. And just another great way to make MT, if you guys do have these cards, is sell De'Aaron Fox and DeJounte Murray as well, and just keep up to date and keep an eye out for when the new Evo cards come out, because if you sold them yesterday, they would go for a lot more than they do today, but today they still go for a decent amount as well. And the next thing I want to talk about just briefly is going to be sniping. I'm not really a good sniper. I'm not exactly sure like all of these sniping methods, but right now obviously the Galaxy Opal filter is really good. I think you have to buy George Mikan and then put it on I think it's called what's it called, put it on exclusive. No, wait, can you not do this anymore? I think it was called the enable filter, right? Okay, no, yeah. So you want to, so basically what you would do is you would buy George, see, I'm not like the greatest sniper, but you would buy George Mikan, and then you'd put the exclude user owned cards to enable. And basically once you have George Mikan, if you already have him and you put that to enable, that means he's not going to show up on the filter. And you can obviously try to snipe all of these Galaxy Opals. If you were to somehow get really lucky, hit a Yao Ming, that could be insane, a Zion, a Tatum. I mean, all these cards go for a crazy amount of MT. So you could just hop on a Galaxy Opal filter for maybe, an hour or two a day if you wanted to, if you like sniping, and try to snipe these new cards. Also, a great way to make MT, I've heard from sniping people, and just, from my experience with sniping, is when a new pack drop comes out, that's the best time to snipe the new card. So for example, with a new Eclipse set, what you guys want to do, again, this is like the day of, like Friday day or maybe Saturday at the latest, what you guys want to do is go to the theme and then put this onto Eclipse. Let's just say, for example, you were doing this on Friday or maybe Saturday last week, you'd put this to Eclipse, and then you basically just find like what's the cheapest card. So what I would probably do is buy the two amethysts right away. So buy Wesley Person and buy Devin Vassell, and then buy the other amethyst. I think it's who's the other amethyst? I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, Gary Payne II. So buy all the amethysts, and then what you can do is you can actually put this onto enable, and now you guys can see those amethyst cards aren't going to pop up because I already have them. So now what I can do is find what's the cheapest diamond card, and it's probably around like 10,000 MT for who are the diamond cards? Tyrese Maxey and Roy Hibbert. So now what you could also do if you wanted to is you could like potentially buy those cards, do the enable filter once again. But I would say, try to find the lowest MT for what they're going for. So right now I think Tyrese Maxey is about like 9,000 MT. So you can put this to maybe 7.5 if he's going for 9k, and then anything under this will be a snipe. If the pink diamonds pop up, that's obviously going to go for a lot of MT. And if you get really lucky and get a Galaxy Opal, you can be making a ton of MT. I'm not a sniping expert, but those are just a couple sniping filters and just some ideas you guys can do to make some MT in season 4, but not going to be the greatest way in my opinion. For me, I like kind of playing the game more and that type of stuff, but I'm not going to say it's a bad way. Obviously a really good way to make MT right now. Another great way is just going to be very simple, and it's going to be selling your playbooks, your historic arenas, your historic logos. For me, I just like to quick sell them. I know some people say you can sell them on the auction house, but I mean, are people really going to buy these for like 800 MT? I guess you could if you wanted to. Instead of quick selling for 350, you can maybe try selling for like 750. That's not a terrible idea. For me, it's just to make MT quick and easy. I just like quick selling them. So what I would personally do is just go to the playbooks, not the bucks, because I use that, and I would just go through and quick sell all of your playbooks, quick sell of your arenas, your logos, and this is just going to be a great way to make a little amounts of MT. You're not going to be making like 100,000, you know, 50,000, but if you have a lot of logos and a lot of arenas, a lot of playbooks, I mean, there's been sometimes I've been able to make like 20, 30k just from going ahead and quick selling these. So I'd say it's a decent way to make some MT, just quick and easy, a little amount, but definitely going to be a great way. And then guys, kind of the not last way, but the last way talking for game modes, it's just going through and playing the game. I mean, this year it's making MT is just great by playing the game. Like that's just going to be a great way. If you go to Clutch Time Online, you can see 30,000 MT for 90 wins, you know, 20,000 MT for 60, and then you do get 10,000 MT for 30. So I'm pretty sure that's what, 60,000 MT, and then you also get Hakeem Olajuwon as well. So I mean, you're making a decent amount of MT from playing Clutch Time. So like the last, you know, way of making MT game modes wise is just playing the game, whether it's Clutch Time offline, online, you're playing unlimited, TTO, co-op, but the two best game modes are easily going to be unlimited and limited as well for making MT. And then finally guys, I do want to talk about Hall of Fame badges. I think I have a separate video going over this, but basically the best way, or one of the best ways to make MT in season 4 and basically in any single season, is going to be by selling Hall of Fame badge, adding Hall of Fame badges to really expensive cards and then selling them on the auction house. I'm not going to go into a full in-depth breakdown. Maybe I'll make a separate video just going over how to make MT with Hall of Fame badges, but basically, and like give you guys a full breakdown. But basically, for example, when Yao Ming comes out, right, if you can pack this card, if you can buy him for whatever he goes on the auction house, so let's say for example, I think he was ending right when he came out, right at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. I think he was ending for like 1.5, 1.7. If let's say you get lucky and you can buy him for 1.5 million MT, I know he's going for more now, but if you get him with 15 Hall of Fame badges for 1.5, and then you maybe add, you know, 10 Hall of Fame badges, get him up to 25, a 25 Hall of Fame badge Yao Ming goes for so much on the auction house. Like there was people selling 30, I think 32 or 30 Hall of Fame badge Yao Mings, and they were going for like 5-6 million MT. If you guys are on Twitter, you've seen that multiple times by people selling their Yao Mings and selling these really expensive cards. So you can buy them for 1.5. Let's say you have 10 to 12 Hall of Fame badges to add to him, you can get him up to, you know, 25, 27 Hoffs. He's most likely on that first day or Saturday, he's probably going to go for like 3.3 to 3.5, maybe even 4 million MT, and after tax you're going to make yourself like 2 to 2.5 million MT legit just from buying a card off the auction house and adding like 10 to 12 Hall of Fame badges. And you guys can do that with pretty much any single card in the game. You obviously want to, you know, do it on the most expensive cards that do come out. So what I would do is wait on Friday, and then if you see a really expensive card come out that's really hyped, like a Galaxy Opal LeBron when he drops, you know, Galaxy Opal Giannis when we eventually get him, these cards go for so much when they have extra Hall of Fame badges. But like I said, I might make a separate video going more in depth. That's just kind of like the basic of what you guys want to do. Is you see a really expensive card come out on Friday, you buy them right at 3 p.m. when they're kind of cheaper, you buy them, add all the Hall of Fame badges, and then you list them up for 4 hours, or maybe you can do 12 hours or 24 if you wanted to wait a day and then see what they go for. And usually you do make a ton of MT. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If it did help you guys out, make sure to drop a like and sub down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.